Hispanic women think they are prettier than everybody else. Hear me out. I am a Latina. I am the epitome of an Afro-Latina. We look like this. I've had multiple encounters with many Latinas, and the mindset that they give is very much snotty. And I blame the men from every other culture that make these women think that they are better than everybody else. Let's be very clear. The women that they broadcast to you all is not how every woman look in that country. And before you kill me in these comments, right, I'm not saying that 100% of us Latinas are like this. Obviously not. But let's address what's really going on. There are beautiful women in every culture. Let's start acting like that. Hispanic women think they are prettier than everybody else.
65-year-old Latina woman. And let us think what we want. We stay confident. Why don't you use that word instead? Confident is a very powerful word. And we are very, very confident women. And smart. You forgot to mention that. We are so fucking smart. We are the upcoming. We are the sleeping giants. And you, as a woman, should praise that that's a car, that we believe it. We know there's gorgeous women in every aspect of this world. There are beautiful women. But you let us be confident. You do not try and take that from us. Woman. You are not going to do that.
Hispanic women think they are prettier than everybody else.
Hey, which Latina took this girl's man?
Hispanic women think they are prettier than everybody else. Hear me out. I am a Latina. I am the epitome of
the epitome of a hater. Puerto Rican right here entering the chat in conversation. Puerto Rican women, always beautiful, stunning, breathtaking. Today, always, and forever, women, Puerto Rican, beautiful. And that's it. Get used to it. Respectfully.
Hola, today I wanted to talk about a couple of videos that I saw on TikTok. And one of the videos was about a black Latina saying how Latinas think they are so beautiful and all that and whatnot. And I decided to download her video, and two white Latinas and one looked like a mestiza, and in the video they were responding to her saying that yes, they are beautiful and whatnot. And I would say that all of the women that all the videos that in the video, all the women that I posted in this video, I feel like all of them were ignorant, but they did have a point. And I would say that the black Latina, I felt like even though what she said was right, but it was her delivery, and I don't think she explained herself. And like I said, I know that on TikTok, most people are petty, and most people, if you post something like this, and even she said, don't come for me, which most people were going to. I figured that they only played a snippet of the video, and me, I couldn't do that. I had to find the original video, and I'm glad I did, because what she said made sense. Is that she should, I guess, worded better about herself, like if she wasn't Latina herself. And she admitted she was a black Latina, and she said that Latinas think they are prettier. I got what she was saying, but obviously the white Latinas didn't get what she was saying. And really, this ain't nothing new. I have said, made videos in the past, making the distinction when it comes to Latinos. Like I always say black Latinos, white Latinos, Asian, indigenous, and etc. And I have videos talking about the different races in Latin America. Really, I don't even want to say much in this video because I've already said it in my previous videos. But what the black Latina said, I've said in previous videos about how white Latinas and mestizos look down on or against black Latinas, indigenous Latinas, Asian Latinos, and I've talked about colorism and anti-blackness. I've made videos in the past talking about how black Latinas have pointed out anti-blackness in the Latino community, and they caught so much backlash from white and mestizos, white Latinos and mestizos, and it's a shame, but it happens. And I know a lot of Latinos don't like when black Latinos make the distinction by saying that we are black Latinos, and they say stuff like, oh, don't say Afro-Latinos, just say Latinos, we are all one. And I don't feel like we're all one because we all aren't represented in the Latino community. Like a lot of people don't know that black Latinos exist, Asians and indigenous Latinos too. A lot of people don't know that these people exist until they travel to Latin America or they watch videos like mine explaining and educating them on the topic. And about the white Latinos in the video, I didn't like how they only played like a snippet of it. They played the parts like the white Latinos only played a snippet of the video where the black Latina says that Hispanic women think that they are prettier than everyone else. And I knew that they probably weren't going to play the whole video, but I wanted to play the whole video so people can understand where the black Latina is coming from. Now, in my opinion, like I said, I made videos that about the colorism and the entitlement that a lot of lighter skinned Latinos have over darker skinned Latinos. But I will say that even though the first woman that said that her mother taught her confidence, which I agree with that because my mother taught me confidence and always told me that I was beautiful too growing up. But a lot of them missed the point of what she said. Like I said, they only took the first part of the video and then they said what they wanted to say. Even the second Latina, she was like, which Latina took her man? And then the third one was saying how beautiful Puerto Ricans are, and I'm like, yeah, we are beautiful, but she basically should have said that white Latinas think they're prettier than anybody else, or mestizos think they are prettier than anyone else. Like, she should have been more specific. I guess the way she worded it made it seem like she wasn't Latina, and she is. She said that, later in the video, but like I said, they didn't include that part. And that's another thing she could have started with. She could have said, as an Afro-Latina, I think that white Latinas and mestizos think that they are prettier or better than anybody else. And we've seen this happen before, and I know that it's not just black Latinas going through this. I know that there's some black American woman, FBA, Black American women, talk about this too. And I know that it doesn't help that Black American men like to put Latinos, particularly white Latinos and mestizos, on the pedestal over Black American women. But I know that colorism, just like there's colorism in the Latino community, colorism in Black American community as well. And like particularly the woman in the video might not think that all Latinas are arrogant or think that they are better and prettier, especially white and mestizas. There are some women, a great example would probably be the R&B singer DaniLeigh. Like, she was dating the rapper DaBaby, and I guess she thought that she was better than his baby mama, and she ended up making this terrible song called Yellow Bone Is What He Wants. And she got a lot of backlash from Black American women specifically, and rightfully so, because they knew that she was coming for DaBaby's dark-skinned baby mama. And after that, she kind of got canceled, which I figured she would, because she was in the R&B category, and most Black American women listen to R&B. So I said, if you're going to market yourself to Black American women, then don't come for one of them. And DaniLeigh wasn't the only one. There was another one, I think, named Cyn Santana. And, the list goes on. There's so many Latinas that said and did anti-Black things that I can't go over all because it's too many. But I know DaniLeigh and Cyn Santana, they came for Black women, and they saw them, I guess they seen themselves as better than Black American women or Black women in general. And I know that it's not just, their fault, because I know, like I said, there's also colorism in the Black American community, and I know a lot of Black men are colorist, and they like to put white women and Latinas and Asian women on a pedestal. And so that's why I think this Black Latina woman made that video, because she probably seen it because she's Latina herself. And a lot of Latinas, or I guess a lot of Latinos in general, they don't really notice colorism or racism until it happens to them. Like, let's say, like the actress Sydney Sweden, I think her name is. Let's say it's like a white American says that Sydney Sweden is prettier than Jenna Ortega just because, she's white and American. Or how Sabrina Carpenter is prettier than Becky G, or how Taylor Swift is prettier than Natty Natasha. The list goes on. But I know that a lot of white Americans, some of them think that they might be prettier than Black people or Latinos of any race or Asians, etc. Like, a lot of people have a superior complex. And like the Black Latina said, that most all over the world love Latinos, and there's nothing wrong with that. The thing is that it's always a specific phenotype that the men prefer, and the reason why they prefer like white and mestizas, because that's all they see and that's all that's promoted most of the time. Like, a lot of people don't know how beautiful Black Latinas are, or how beautiful Indigenous or Asian Latinos are, because they aren't seen as Latina. And I remember posting a video here on my YouTube of a Black Colombian woman saying how she had to prove to people that she was a Black Latina, and this woman, she sounded Colombian.
Reading comments about people saying like, you're not Latina. It's like, dude, have you ever been in South America? Like, you really need to travel more. Yes, I'm colombiana, soy totalmente latina, 100% colombiana. So it's like a style to it. Like, you really need to read some books if you still think that there's no Black Latinas. You need to read some books. More, please. Do it.
The crazy part about it is, she speaks Spanish on her TikTok, and she even has a Colombian accent. And I said, why would she lie about that? Like, most people, they proud of who they are, and I hate when people tell people who they are. You can't tell people who they are. Like, they're just ignorant. Like, if she said that she's a black Colombian, or if she says that she's a black Latina, then there's possibility that she is. Like I said, I talked about it in the past, made so many videos and calling that racism and anti-blackness and whatnot. And eventually, you know, I wouldn't say that I let it go, but I moved on to different topics because nobody really cares. And I just moved on to other topics because, you know, I'm trying to grow my channel. So I started talking about different topics besides the Latino community. But I do talk about, you know, anti-blackness and colorism when it pops up. Like a couple of months, I talked about 2 Latinas from the American TV show Love Island. I don't watch it, but the girl, she went viral. They actually, both of the Latinas went viral. One went viral for being anti-black. She said the N-word. I think her name was Yulisa Escobar. She was Cubana. And then the other one, her name was Sierra Ortega, and I believe she was Mexican and Puerto Rican, and she said something racist towards Asians. And of course I did a video, and I was surprised, but I got like 1K views from it, and I got a lot of positive feedback too. And usually that's all I do. I only talk about it when it comes up, and like I don't make it like my whole thing anymore because I know nobody cares, especially Latinos. A lot of Latinos don't even care about the racism and anti-blackness that happens in our community. And like I said, I know that on TikTok, most people are petty. And most people, you know, if you post something like this, and even she said, you know, don't come for me, which most people were going to. I figured that. But like I said, a lot of them, they only played a snippet of the video. And me, I couldn't do that. I had to find the original video. And I'm glad I did because made sense. As she should, I guess, word it better about herself, like if she wasn't Latina herself. And she admitted she was a black Latina, and she said that Latinas think they are prettier than everyone else. And I read the comment section, and it was a disaster. And I seen some Latinas saying, well, yeah, we are. Oh, well, thank you for noticing and stuff. And I would say that we all are beautiful. You know, all Latinos are beautiful no matter what race or skin tone. And I know that the Latino media doesn't really do a good job at promoting all races and shades of women like they're supposed to. I don't know if it's going to get any better. I hope it does. I know for me, I'm trying to make a difference. I'm trying to make a magazine just for black Latina women, like dedicated to black beauty and black Latinas. And I said I wanted to do a magazine similar to Essence or Hello Beautiful and Ebony magazine, where, you know, they promote beautiful black American women. I said black Americans have so many magazines that's dedicated to them and their culture, and I said that's lovely and it's great. And I said, you know what, maybe I should do a magazine too. And I actually, you know, started and came up with the name for it back in 2019, and it's been on and off. I made a YouTube page for it and Instagram page for it as well. And I'm trying to work on a website too. And I'm hoping to, you know, do more for the magazine, you know, magazine in the future, you know. And I'm trying to promote it more and post a little bit more. And so I'm going to, you know, see how it goes. Please tell me what you think about the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.